you've played a ton of butt-kicking characters in the past, but I still feel that this character in The Major, it must have been a bit challenging. This is like a whole new level here.
You mean physically?
Yeah, physically, just everything, all that goes into making this film. The suit alone looked like it was just intense to wear that all day.
You know, I think what's great about this film is that it's really a character-driven film in this genre, which is rare. You know, you think about films like, you know, Terminator, specifically Terminator 2, or Blade Runner, or Alien. I mean, there's only so few in this genre that really have both the, you know, the character drive and then the explosive world and action. You know, I think the fact that this one was as emotionally exhausting as it was physically exhausting was what brought the experience of shooting this up through the roof. It was the next level for me. You know, I was really, I was spent by the end of this job. I needed a nice long winter's nap, which of course I never got, but I'm still waiting for it.
I hear the suit was incredibly tough to wear too because it was so fitted, but also they introduced me Richard Taylor downstairs with Weta about the what do they call it, like the goo at the bottom or the snot that would form at the end of a day's shoot.
Whoa!
He would say, because he would say you'd have to keep putting stuff in, like you would sweat obviously, and you would like things would collect in your boots. It sounded like it was very unpleasant.
I never saw that part of it. Maybe when he like got my costume returned at the end of the day, he was like, "Ee." Yeah, I was like too exhausted. Yeah, they probably sprayed that thing down, and I don't know what kind of chemical process.
It's like bowling shoes. They just spray that out.
Yeah, right. They don't though, do that?
No, they say they do.
I don't believe it. Yeah, you know, this suit. He's probably heard it was worse than it actually was to wear. It was actually not so bad. It was kind of like wearing a wetsuit, I guess. And in some ways, the fact that it was made out of a thick silicone meant that actually it had a decent amount of padding. So I could kind of shred myself, you know, and my like actual underlayer being my skin stayed pretty preserved-ish most of the time. So.
And I gotta ask, if in some situation this were to happen, that in an alley somewhere the Major met with Black Widow, and they faced off, who do you think would win?
The Major would win. Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Well, her body is like made. It's a machine. Although it hasn't stopped the Widow before. I guess there's some sort of. I guess the Widow could like short circuit the Major.
She's got friends that could help, maybe.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Well, they both kind of have friends.
Yeah, they're like. They travel heavy, you know, they're deep.
It's a crossover movie in the future.
Let's hope
the making
not.
Right there.
No, don't put that thought into anybody's mind.
Let's let it
There's
go.
only so much of me to go around.
What audience?
Only so many cat suits I can juggle at one time.
And for audiences, what are they going to love about this film? Is it just a movie for fans of the original Ghost in the Shell, or is this a whole new thing here?
No, we're hoping not. I think, you know, the original film is such a beautifully directed piece. It really stands on its own. Just to repeat it or, you know, relive it would do no one justice. And the fact that this film really stands on its own, you know, is kind of a perfect companion piece in some ways and a real Valentine to the original work, you know, and is, I think, what's exciting about this live action format. It's really a kind of a Valentine for that original work.
You were dying. We saved you. And now you save others.
Words like violence break the silence.